Okay, good morning, Professor. How are you today?
Well, Pak Wawan, thank you so much. Welcome to Bali. I'm fine, and as you know, you have been in Bali for 2 days. That Bali is still as it is, so nice, so beautiful.
Yes, I believe that is very, very beautiful, and that is give special value just for many people come to Bali, and many tourists also come here to know about the situation of the religious situation, or also the beautiful village, and also many of culture that is more give value added. And how come about the COVID-19 now, the condition after many people also disease, yeah, they all know that disease of COVID-19 and condition of Bali also happen inflation, or many people not continue about their work something to support the situation like that. And how come to overcome about this trouble, Mr. Professor?
Well, COVID-19 is indeed a global pandemic. So too for Bali. Because Bali depends highly on tourism, then when the COVID occurs, no tourists come to Bali, and the economy of Bali drop significantly, minus growth. However, I can compare for the first months of the COVID and then the current situation. During the first month of the COVID, people are so hopeless, so to say. However, in the last month, people start getting used how to behave in the COVID era by using, for example, what we are using now, what we call health protocol, and people start moving in Bali. I can see from empirical data that from Denpasar to Singaraja, it is getting crowded now compared to before. However, I keep telling my friends, and they do so, let us be active and productive all the time. We move all the time. However, we have to comply with the health protocol, because it is to protect ourselves, to protect our family, to protect our community, our society. But again, answering your question, we are optimistic that we will be getting used with the situation, with the new normal.
Yes. Just in case the condition of society had, that we know that to change about the situation after the situation fallen down. Just for economic and also the condition of social, and how the people will do to change situation after they are loss of money from coming very many people from tourism, and they change to do and get house support about the need every day?
Well, as I mentioned before, because we depend highly on tourism, that after the COVID, the economy of Bali dropped significantly, minus growth. However, this is not the first time of the tragedy we experienced in Bali. We have Bali bombing before, we had earthquake, we have Mount Agung eruption, and now we have COVID. So as this is not the first time we experience the tragedy, people in Bali already learn from the history and learn from their religious values how to behave in the COVID. And you are right, it is not easy to change the mindset, to change the behavior, how to work in this era. But people, and I believe, I trust also with them, and I subscribe that idea, that to develop, to regain, to reborn the economy of Bali, the only way to do right now is only through tourism. And in so doing, the people in Bali are now still very active in managing their tourism object, in managing the infrastructure for tourism, in the hope that when the COVID slow down, people will come again to Bali. And I bet you that the quality of tourism object in Bali now is better than before, because less people visiting the object and also well maintained by the owner or the management. So again, for tourists, it is the best time to come to Bali, because quiet, you can see the real Bali, and the hospitality of Bali is also still as it was. And we are now entering what is termed the new normal, and we behave and we serve the tourists in a new normal also, with the protocol, washing our hand, keeping distance like this, and also using masks. So I think that's the thing goes in Bali.
Okay, I see that health protocol must be pressed to them to do, and I think many people, the part of them is not disciplined until now. We are now how to press them so that they follow about the health protocol, and we must join together between the local government and also so many people of who support about the program of healthy like that. How come?
Well, thank you for our government, our president, to issue the instruction on health protocol. And as it is a national regulation, we must follow that. The community must follow. How to force people to do that? Well, in this context, I believe still in the theory of education called a stick and carrot. If they're good, give the carrot. Otherwise, we need the stick. So, in the process of education, changing the mind, as you mentioned before, we need the stick. So, I agree with the governor of Bali. After the instruction of the president, then the governor of Bali also issue a decree forcing or enforcing people to follow the health protocol. And I have my high dependence on your institution, the BIN, to help the people in educating themselves first. Because it is not a fake, it is a real problem. Our problem, your problem, my problem, and our country's problem. If you love your country, if you love your family, do follow what is already ordered by the government, both central government as well as provincial government.
Okay, but the young generation, maybe we can check at the social media, how come about this image, about this trouble of COVID-19. and we know and check and also recheck about this TikTok speaking at the social media. How come to educate the young generation to do everything to support about the health of protocol until the condition is normal?
Well, we know we are now in communication and IT era. The young generation do not ask to their parents. They ask their friend, their peers group through social media. So we have to educate them through social media too. So we follow the audience. Don't force the audience follow us. So in that way, I think one good strategy is to adapt friends who has good number of followers, to educate them and let them speak with the friends in social media. Because we are now in the war of information. Who can give continuous information, they will be followed by the young generation. Because information is everywhere, and we are overloaded by information, and some information are fake information or hoax. That's why we have to never get tired to give information every day. Let us flood the social media with the good information, so the young generation can follow the information.
Yeah, I see that in Central Intelligence, like my board, always watching and patrolling cyber. We do that, and we know about their thinking, and they will do, and how come many of information come and out, and they are checked or not, and they are follow or not, and that is very trouble. And I see that the young generation must be always gifted and educated just for overcome about this trouble, and the trust to government. Trust to government very important, because we have many policy so that they do and follow about the policy of president, like instruction of president, like number 6 2020, and we want we cooperation between each other. And now the university also have communication also to many students, and also and the grade in the above of them. How come? As long as you know about the thinking about young generation and university and student to join how to overcome about the effect for economic and also impact of politics and social after we happen the COVID-19 disease.
Well, fortunately, I am a lecturer myself, so I know the situation at university. Our younger generation at university level, sometimes they are blank white paper. It depends on who will write on the paper. So it is time for us, for the government, to write the paper. However, in writing the paper, we have to use their language, not the government language. For example, of course, I read also instruction number 6, 2020 of the President. So it is the language is low language. We need some millennial people, our friends, our son, our daughter, to translate this law, this instruction, into frankly understandable phrases. So let them translate in their own word what is meant by the instruction. And that is the way of educating the student, because again, they don't read the hard word like undang-undang or instruction, formal instruction. They will read what is understandable and good communication in their word, not in our word. So we need the celebrity, YouTuber, blogger, or Facebooker, Instagrammer, whatever you call it, who can communicate with their own same generation.
Okay, and we know that the local government, we always join information each other. Many provinces of Indonesia also happen the graduation position and edit of many people has get the disease of COVID-19 like Jakarta and also the other provinces in Indonesia. And just for in Bali we have 4 local have red condition after this. How the people in here do to overcome about this condition after they know that for area this is the red.
Thank you for the question. This is really good question, and I would like to return the question to our central government. Bali really need help from central government. Why so? Because the income of Bali government depends on tourism. We don't have forest, for example. We don't have mining, and compared to other province, Bali is less fortunate right now. So the help of government is really needed. Based on what you have researched from central government, I think it is time for central government to help Bali, because the source of income of Bali is disappearing, i.e. the tourism. So this is the time for the central government to show the willingness to help Bali. And how we behave in Bali in terms of the red zone in the 4 areas. The government of Bali, in this case the governor of Bali already issued the instruction to comply with the health protocol, and we need the help from all stakeholders to enforce this governor instruction, this governor regulation, because as I mentioned before, this is not someone's job, it is our job, because it concerns with ourselves, our family, our community, our island and our nation. So let's do together, work together, central government, local government, NGOs, media and whatever. Let's work together to make the Bali reborn, to make the Bali active again, and to increase the welfare back to what we have before the COVID. So we need help from central government.
Thank you very much, Professor. That is enough information just for people, and I hope Bali in the future is good condition and come back.
I believe so, and we have to keep our spirit, Bali Bangkit.
Thank you very much.